Strawweight bout. Luana Pinheiro sitting at plus 205 against Amanda Ribas sitting at minus 255. Over under 2.5 rounds. Minus 210 for the over. Plus 170 for the under. Luana Pinheiro 5-0 in her last 5, going up against Amanda Ribas, coming off a loss to Macy Barber at flyweight. She's going back down to strawweight. She's 2-3 in her last 5, but she's still coming in as a pretty hefty favorite here, which is interesting. I mean, she's obviously been fighting the better competition. Macy Barber, Viviane Araujo, Kayla Chikagian, Verna Jandiroba, Marina Rodriguez. Those are her last 5 fights. Nowhere near the competition that Pinheiro's fighting. I mean, Pinheiro's coming off the win against Michelle Watterson, and then Sam Hughes, Random Marcos. So huge discrepancy in the women that they're fighting, which is kind of why I see the line this way. But either way, I mean, she's 2-3 in her last 5, so it's not really something you're jumping at to bet minus 255. What are you thinking on this one?
Yeah, you look at the price, and I wanted to take Luana like right off the bat, seeing that she's a pretty big underdog. But you look at the Michelle Watterson fight, and even though she got the split decision win, like she got outstruck by Watterson, she was taken down by Watterson. So that kind of sketches me out just a little bit, because Michelle Watterson is on a 4-fight losing streak, and then had a win over Angela Hill, and then 2 more losses behind that. So it's been a while since she's really put together a string of wins. She's older now, she's slower, and that was a pretty damn close fight. Ribas, though, if I'm looking at her on the feet, she got finished by Macy Barber. She's been finished before that in the UFC as well. She doesn't take shots that well, and that's one thing Luana will do, is she hits girls with some pop. I believe she's got 2 knockdowns in her 4 UFC fights, which is good for women's MMA. You don't see that many knockdowns, and she showcases good striking every time she comes out. She actually averages a decent amount of takedowns as well. I could see her at least clinching up and using that to buy herself some time, steal a little bit of control here. I think Ribas, time might be past her a little bit. Her last fight took a ton of damage. She's jumping back in here now against a girl who hits pretty hard and is a good striker as well. I think if you're betting this is dog or pass, especially at this price in women's MMA. More often than not, the underdog is a good side to be on. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how Ribas looks in this fight against another girl who hits hard. Maybe she's a little timid. Maybe she tries to go to the grappling just a little bit. But for the pick, I'm gonna take the underdog here. Give me Pinheiro.
Yeah, fun fact for you: Luana Pinheiro will be fighting on her birthday this Saturday, November 18th. She'll be turning 31. I think that is 31. Yeah, on her birthday. So maybe she's got that going for her. But either way, she's going to have to come in here and hit Amanda Ribas with some shots that she doesn't see coming, because that's really where Amanda Ribas has struggled, is getting hit with shots that she can't see. I mean, she got TKO'd by Macy Barber, KO'd like pretty bad by Marina Rodriguez, who isn't like the heaviest handed striker. But then she gets wins against Verna Jandiroba, who also knocked her down. But I don't know. I mean, it's really a dog or pass for me. Like, Luana Pinheiro does have some good pop. It really just comes down to the fact that she blitzes girls pretty hard. Like, she'll throw in combination, and if she lands, like, it's not going to look good for Amanda Ribas, especially coming down to 115. Cutting that extra 10 pounds is probably not great for her chin. And honestly, I don't really know like what her plan is here, because she's bounced from 115. She went up to 125. Now she's coming back down. I don't know what the exact plan is for her. But either way, Luana Pinheiro is the value side in my eyes. I don't know if I'll get there from a betting perspective. I'll take her for the pick, but I don't really love either side in this one.